It starts with a boy drinking a carton of milk, as his classmates comment that it will not make him grow even if he drinks it daily. The boy, Takuma, tells his friends that he doesn't drink it for that reason. The carton is then plucked from his hand as his childhood friend Gian begins to drink it, saying that Takuma just likes drinking it. Takuma tries to get his milk back, but the giant Gian held it out of reach, teasing him. It is revealed that Gian's real name is Riko, but her nickname came from her size. She was at least 1.5 times the size of Takuma, but she was also big in all the right places, which made her popular. Takuma manages to snatch back his milk, before telling Gian that she shouldn't be so cocky since the only good thing about her was her height. Gian counters, saying that she's also the trump card of the volleyball team, along with her height advantage, before asking what can tiny Takuma do. With shame, Takuma says that he can get children's tickets when he goes out, which Gian teases him about. Takuma yells at Gian to stop coming and bothering him every day, but she sarcastically says that she can't help it since she's so worried about her childhood friend, and it's also on the way to the gym. She then heads off, telling Takuma not to drink so much milk when she's gone. After she left, Takuma's classmate says that he's jealous of Takuma, that he has such a curvy girlfriend. Takuma questions what he meant before the others ask if they really are dating. Takuma, feeling a nerve being struck, yells that he wouldn't want to date her since he wants a petite, small girl. Another friend mentions that there's a rumor that the guy's volleyball captain is Gian's boyfriend, since they talk often during practice and all the girls in school are gossiping about it. The others at the table comment on how handsome, tall, and popular the captain is, but the relationship is just a rumor. However, Takuma believes it and is stunned. The friends instantly have a go at him, saying that Gian getting a boyfriend hurt Takuma's pride. Takuma ferociously denies the claims. He decides that they aren't dating and the rumor was started because they're both tall. The others don't believe his protests since he was crushing his carton of milk out of frustration. After school, Gian and Takuma walked home together, with Gian commenting that it's been a long time since they did that. Takuma didn't answer, his thoughts still lingering on the fact that Gian might have a boyfriend. Gian then plays with Takuma's face, calling him a little gnome. Not knowing how to feel about it all, Takuma lashes out, slapping away Gian's hand and telling her not to touch him. He airs out his grievances, saying how he hates that she teases him about everything, especially his height. He could tolerate it no longer, telling her that being his childhood friend isn't an excuse for her behavior. He explains that she should understand how it feels the most, with her being so tall. He ends with that he thinks she's really annoying. Takuma, realizing he said too much, goes to apologize to Gian, but it's too late. Already beginning to cry, Gian weakly apologizes to Takuma. The passers-by in the street begin to whisper and judge the cruel boy who made this tall girl cry. Freaking out, Takuma yells that it was all a lie and he didn't mean it, begging her to stop crying. He continues to apologize, saying that he was too harsh, but they should go somewhere private so he has a chance to explain. Once at the park, Takuma explains himself. He tells her about how he'd heard the rumor that she had a boyfriend and it made him jealous and angry. That mix of emotion caused him to say some hurtful things to her, but he didn't think she'd cry over it. Gian stopped crying and started to laugh, harder and harder as Takuma asked her not to laugh as he's already embarrassed enough. But Gian explains that she's laughing because her and the volleyball captain could never date. It was impossible. Takuma asks why and Gian drops a bombshell. The captain is gay, so they could never date. She asks Takuma to keep it a secret before asking why he was so jealous about the rumor. Takuma does his best and attempts to confess to Gian. However, Gian, ever the tease, says that she can't hear him, frustrating Takuma. Gathering his courage, Takuma yells that he really, really likes Gian, to which she casually says that she likes him too, causing him to freeze in place. Gian pulled Takuma into a loving embrace, saying that he has to take responsibility for making her cry in the street like that. As Takuma asks how to do that, Gian kisses him, explaining that this is the way for him to take responsibility. After sharing a deep and passionate kiss, Gian explains that she was always happy to be around him, but thought if she told him that she'd grown feelings, she might ruin the bond that they have together. But finding out that they have mutual feelings, it makes her so happy since instead of being friends, they are now boyfriend and girlfriend. Takuma, taken aback, tells her that she doesn't have to be blunt all of a sudden. Gian counters saying that sudden confessions are romantic, but currently they have a different issue to deal with. Gian points out Takuma's physical reaction and how it's not romantic. Takuma tries to hide it, blaming Gian for it. Gian laughs, saying that virgins always blame the girl. Draping herself over him, she asks if he needs help with it. Takuma, not believing his ears, asks what she is saying since they've only been dating for 5 minutes. Gian gives the excuse of being so happy that they're finally dating that she doesn't mind, but after a thought admits that she just really wants to. She tells Takuma that she won't have free time after today because practice, so she wants to use every moment she has with Takuma. After some romantic exercise, Takuma questions if Gian really wants a tiny boyfriend. Gian asks why he puts himself down all the time, since he'll still be him no matter his height. She declares that he's the only one for her, so he needs to be more confident in himself. Calling Gian by her real name, he thanks her. Gian, now all lovey-dovey, asks if they can walk home together. While walking home, Gian asks why Takuma drinks so much milk. Takuma asks if she forgot the reason he started drinking so much milk. We get a flashback to a younger Gian, crying since she was being bullied and she was told she'd be forever alone since she was going to be tall and ugly. Takuma offers to beat them up, then changing the offer to drink milk every day so he can grow taller than her and marry her. Young Gian, eyes now like stars, asks if he promises, which he does. Back to the present, Gian admits she forgot, so Takuma decides not to tell her, annoying Gian. They walk home, hand in hand, pestering each other the whole way. Hello, and thank you very much for enjoying Gian to Baba. This one was annoying because it's Gian from Giant, so I was trying to say Jai, but then I kept saying Gian, so I was very confusing. I hope you all enjoyed this Tomboy weekend. It's more of a thank you, as we've actually hit 4,000 now subscribers, which is crazy thinking about it, because it was less than a month ago I was only on 76. So again, thank you everyone. I've also been getting now some recommendations in the comments, which has been very appreciative. Though I do feel YouTube has been noticing me more, so I might have to tone down with some of our spicier Doujins. So I'm hoping actually to introduce, along with the vampire story from Zagoya, who does Hyena-chan, which now the 3rd book has been released, which is why Hyena-chan's been delayed. There is also another series that I'd like to do that's the vampire one, but also another yandere one that's done by the same person who made the Tsundere, who's getting less soon by the day. So I'm going to, that just got finished back on September 9th actually, this yandere one, so I'm hoping to introduce that soon, which will be rather nice. But yeah, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed your weekend, or if it's on a different day, I hope you enjoyed your day, and I hope to see you again soon.
He needs some milk.